Talk to me a little bit about, what you uncovered and some of the things you're working on with your clients, and what are some things that everyone listening to the show can do to kind of check in with how their subconscious is running their life and how to get better results.
So whenever we start a manifestation mastery program, we always start with what's hiding out in the basement, and the basement for me has always been the subconscious, because the subconscious is similar to the universal field, where the universal field hears, receives, sees everything 100% of the time. Your subconscious mind is doing the same thing. It doesn't filter, it just receives. The analogy is like having 20 TVs in a room and several radios, and all of them are on. You might be focused here on one, and you're like, no, I'm locked into this show. Your subconscious is recording everything, including the birds flying outside and the way the sun is sparkling on the snow, to what you hear when the kids are playing. Like, you're recording everything, and that gets stuff stored deep inside of us, in our body, in our cells, in our energetic field, and then in the mind, and I believe a bigger field. And so on the top end, we're like, this is what we want to create. Like, especially when we're talking about manifestation, everybody's like, yay, I want the best life ever. I want to create this, and I want to have this income, and I want to have this abundance, and I want to live this life, and I want the most healthy relationship, and I want to feel healthy in my body, and I want the most thriving business. That's the top end. So we're like, great, we hear what you want. Now let's start to uncover what's underneath, because we lead powerfully in what we want. And yet, if that was the only thing that was powering up our manifestations, everyone on this planet would have everything they ever set their intentions on, ever. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it happens really fast. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes things never come for some people. And if ever someone hits a roadblock, or they're wondering, I've been doing everything. I've been doing the vision boards. I've been doing the mind mapping. I've been putting the intention out there. I'm very clear on what my mind is. And yet they hit this wall. There's something in the subconscious that's holding. And the analogy I gave them last night was, in the room, you've got all this beautiful, you're like, I love this song. I love that music. And you're sending out this clear signal, but the subconscious is sending out like it's sending out this like frenetic static, right? And it's loud and it's powerful. And so even though we might be like, this is what I really want, it's also sending out a signal that could be remembering how mom and dad acted around money or business, or something that we saw, or something that happened, and it's all stored. And especially as children 1 through 14, most children don't know how to process or clear or heal. And so they just get stuff stored and locked in, and they emit this frequency and a signal. And that signal is just as loud, if sometimes not louder, than what we're consciously wanting to create. So it becomes this almost like competitive frequency. And because the universe is receiving 100% of the time and reflecting back to us, it's reflecting back all of us, all of it, the conscious and the subconscious. And so I said, start with the question, I believe money is, and we did money first. I believe money is, or money. And on the top end, you'll be like, I love money. Money's wonderful. Money's such a great opportunity for da, 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 da. But if you keep writing and you keep asking the question, you start to open the door to the subconscious, and all of a sudden you hear something that you're like, what? I don't really think that way. Yeah. You don't think that way, but your subconscious is holding something about that.